Okay, so I hope I'm not pronouncing this wrong, but the following news comes from paloaltoonline.com. PALOALTO online. Paloalto. Anyway, it comes from some weird name, whatever the website is, and it's about a woman named Simone Manuel who happens to be a swimmer. They write, and I quote, "Stanford's Simone Manuel stole the show at the NCAA Women's Swimming and Diving Championships on Saturday evening at the Greensboro Aquatic Center. The freshman set an American record in the 100-yard freestyle as part of a 1-2 Stanford finish with Leah Neal and anchored the American record setting 400-yard freestyle relay to help the Cardinal finish in third place. Manuel raced to a finishing time of 46.9 in the 100 freestyle to eclipse Abby Whitesell's American record 46.29 from this past December and fly by the NCAA field by more than a second. The Sugar Land, Texas native led from start to finish, including a 0.16 advantage over eventual third place finisher Natalie Hines of Florida at the halfway point. Manuel also erased the NCAA record of 46.61 by Ariana Vanderpool Wallace of Auburn in 2012. Quote, "When I looked over to the right and saw my team cheering," Manuel said, "that was all I could take away from it. I don't have my glasses on, so I couldn't really see the time, but when I did, I was pretty shocked and excited." End quote. It was the second time Manuel was on top of the podium after an individual event, as she won the 50-yard freestyle Thursday. Manuel is the first Cardinal swimmer to win the 50 and 100 in the same year since Jenny Thompson did it in 1992 and 1993. Thompson and Jenna, 1986 and 87, were previously the only two Stanford swimmers to accomplish the feat. Sophomore Leah Neal was the closest to Manuel at 47.13 and 0.06 ahead of Hines. It is Neal's second straight place finish in the event. And then the story goes on and on to talk about the event, but the reason why I'm doing this is because this story somehow, some way, didn't make it into the big mainstream media outlets. So I had to share this with as many people as possible. I hope Simone goes on to win a gold medal in the Olympics for swimming. Wanted to applaud her athletic achievements and give her kudos, because with her being a young so-called black woman, they say that so-called black people can't swim. And here she is breaking that stereotype. But for whatever reason, I didn't hear about it from any news, sport outlets or anything like that. I didn't even see, any blogs about it, as far as these bigger name blogs, except for actually one, if I'm not mistaken, mention it. I didn't see anybody on YouTube talking about this, probably because a lot of people don't know about it. So essentially what I wanted to do was spread the word about Simone Manuel as somebody to look out for. And I hate to do that. The whole, well, we need to pay attention to this because she's a so-called black person. But the thing is that, actually, I wasn't going to say this, but I'll just go ahead and say it. I watched a David Duke video months ago. One of the things he pointed out was, he said that, well, what he was essentially doing is saying that he can prove that different races have different abilities given by God to us by showing different Olympic events or whatever. And he was basically essentially saying that so-called black people are faster runners, but Caucasians and Asians are physically stronger, and that's why they excel in the weightlifting competitions and whatnot, and black people are better at running. But of course, that crosses over into the discussion of whether or not this group of people is smarter than that group of people, and it deals with eugenics, essentially. And his video really pissed me off, because I knew what he was saying was BS, because a lot of these people don't get into the weightlifting events because they don't give a damn about it, and a lot of them probably don't have the resources to train in the way that they would need to in order to excel at it. It's the same thing with the swimming. A lot of people are cut off from having the resources that they need because a lot of these people probably started training when they were in school. If not, their family had the money to get them a really good trainer or help to connect them with somebody who could sponsor them that their parents or family knew or whatever, or by meeting somebody in their everyday life, and that's how they were able to get sponsored in order to bring the money in for them to train in order to even compete in the first place. But anyway, my whole point in saying this is that she's basically breaking stereotypes, because a lot of racist people say, well, you know, black people can't swim. And it's one of those negative stereotypes that I just really want to get rid of, because her, along with Aaliyah Atkinson, which I'm about to record for that video after I do this one. I already posted both articles on my blog, but basically she's a record-breaking swimmer herself, and it really just irks me, the simple fact that people really do expect for black people, so-called, to not be able to swim. So I think we're going to start doing a lot more stories like this. But anyway, let me know what you think about it all. Well, first of all, have you ever heard of this woman at all? Simone Manuel, or have you ever heard of Aaliyah Atkinson? And that's Aaliyah, A-L-I-A. You ever heard of either one of them before? Have you ever seen either one of them swim? What do you think about their skills, if you have seen them? Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channel. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Meat Magazine. And major kudos to Simone Manuel of Texas. Click the link below for the rest of the story. It's on my blog. That link below will take you directly to the article.